Guys, we are going to be reviewing these amazing Godzilla, but they're toys. They're not collectible figures like those over there. They're toys, so don't expect the greatest detail and articulation from them. But first up, we have this guy. Context of why we're doing this is that I found a bunch of these in my playroom, and they have just a bunch of Godzilla in there. We'll get to that later. I can see a bunch of good figures coming up. I can see this guy. He's got a good punching fist. His articulation is good. His arm goes up to about there, which is good, I'd say. Yeah, that's pretty good. If I'm gonna do more of these, I'm gonna need me a different camera instead of my phone. But as I said, these are toys, not figures. There's a difference, at least what I say. That's what I say. They're toys. They're not collectibles, but they're still very detailed, and I like that. He's very articulated and detailed, so I really like him. You can just see all the details along his face. You know, he's got all that good stuff. Second, we have another Kong. We have one from a recent MonsterVerse movie. It's this Beast Glove Kong, and I really like him, but I forgot where I got him, but his chest is a little red there. It looks like he got sunburn or something, but his articulation is not as good as his. See, that's as far as it goes right there. It doesn't go any higher. Yeah, see, it don't go any higher than that. Or maybe, no, it's still worse. And I might say he does look a little cross-eyed. No, but opposite of cross-eyed. No, one of his teeth should be metallic, I believe, since he had a metallic tooth. And he's got good articulation. It's just not as good as the last one. And this Beast Glove says something like VT61HT42 or something. I don't know. I don't have no idea what that means because I'm not smart. I'm a very dumb boy. But who cares? But the details on this is decent. Could have added a little bit more like color on that, I could say, other than just yellow. You can see the straps in there. Again, they could have put more color on that. But yeah, that's pretty much all he has to offer. He does have a lot of detail on the back when it comes to fur, but still, it's not the great, but I don't have high expectations for this guy. Now we're moving on to our first Godzilla figure. I know I may sound like a nerd. I hope I don't, but who cares? But this is... Oh, I'm laying on my bed right now because I don't got a table. This is the latest MonsterVerse movie. Compared to, he's in the same movie as this guy, I believe. And he has way less articulation than the Kong, obviously, because he's not humanoid. But at least give us a little more articulation in the elbows. Or at least make us be able to close the mouth, because that's just not possible. If I try to twist it, well, obviously I can't twist it now. Sorry about this angle, but anyway, but his dorsal plates are transparent, which is something I like. His articulation is, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's buns. That's how his hands go. That's how it's gonna go. But I do not expect anything from Godzilla, who doesn't have a lot of joints or anything, but at least make us be able to close the mouth. It looks like we should be able to close the mouth. I don't know if that's just there for... But who cares? Now, it's only translucent up here, and it's just regular plastic up here. And you can see he's got these little spikes at the end of his tail. Kind of like one of those dinosaurs. I forgot their name. Ankylosaurus. Yes, it's one of those. Yeah, but yeah, he's not the best. He's just meh. He's meh. Just put him over here, and now we're going to... He is buns. We're going to leave him for later. We're not going to do this whole box, but here is just an average, regular Kong figure from the 2021 movie. And his articulation's great, and I really like it. He came with a battle axe too, kind of like this one, but who cares? We don't need it. Anyway, but yeah, his articulations were really nice. I really like how much he's able to move. But this is basically just the same figure as the first one we did. It's just the original. So yeah, there's nothing really to see with these guys. They're almost disappointing if you're a collector and you actually spend money on them. Next up, how about we do a bad guy? Yeah, let's do a bad guy. Okay, there we are. The Scar King. I don't have Shimu. I guess I just stopped liking it. I mean, I didn't stop liking it. I just didn't want toys, you know. I didn't want toys. I wanted collectible figures. They're high quality and detailed before I got Shimu. So, this is Scar King. He has this nice little whiplash that I will be taking off soon, so you can see it. And he has this nice little punching figure. Punching hand. He has a hand for holding the whip. His paint is... Anyway, his articulation is pretty good. Yeah, I'd say it's... Well... What do I say about this? I feel like for a guy that's supposed to be agile... Like, more agile than Kong, he should have more articulation than Kong. I mean, he does... Technically, he doesn't have more articulation than Kong, because this is the one that we're going off of. He had terrible articulation. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but still. Yeah. You know, articulation's not everything, you know. First, we gotta go over some accessories. Hold up, let me just... Alright, got it. Now, this is his little whiplash. Now... Not a big fan, I'm gonna say. I don't know why the end is like that. Like, what is this? This is not what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like... I don't know if that's the handle and that's somehow the crystal, but I'm 100% sure that's where he's supposed to hold it. Actually, just 99% sure. Yeah, this is supposed to pop in place with that whenever you hook it up. But I just gotta say, this is pretty disappointing of a weapon, because it's supposed to have like that glowing crystal or something. At least put a crystal accessory to where we can just like pop it in there. You know, it could be his little weapon, but then again, it's still just a toy, not a collectible, so there's nothing to be upset about, you know. Overall, not the greatest, not the worst either. So moving on, we have this. Oh, we have a very unique one here. He has a little broken spot right here, but it's fine. Okay, this one, you may be wondering, this is just a regular figure, right? Well, let's just watch this. Yeah. What is this? What on earth is this? This is disrespectful. I just gotta say, how do we come to the point to where it's big monkey go to top of Empire State Building with girl and then get shot down, to this? Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? This is the most childish thingamabob I've ever seen in my life. Come here. But either way, it's a cool concept. But then again, what is this? What is this? What is this nonsense? I don't like it. It's literally Robot Kong. It reminds me of what they're gonna do in the new movie. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be awful. I do not want them to put the armor on him, because I just want monkey, because monkey good. That's what I say. Anyway, we can just simply turn him back into the regular old Kong if we wanted to. I'm not going to take the time to do that for time's sake. This is already a 10-minute video. Oh god. So we're not going to do all of these. So let's just speed run most of these. Yep, that's a lot. That some of these aren't even. What is this? 6, that's 3. Look, there's a Mecha Godzilla. Forgot I had him. His tail's somewhere around here. Just don't know where it is. I think it fell off. I was a rough player. This is another Godzilla. Here's another one. Yes. Here is a different brand. Finally a different brand. I think we're already 11 minutes in. Okay. This is Burning Godzilla. Finally one that's not American. And we finally got an actual Godzilla. This is actually Godzilla. I wish they would release like 1933 or 2005 Kong figures. I mean, there's one, but I can't find him. There's one that I know of, especially, but I can't find him. Yeah, he's good. He's got nice paint. Not the best articulation in the world. You can do that with him, make him look like he's swimming. But why would he be swimming? He's on fire. Here's something that kind of bugged me. All his dorsal plates are black and red until we get down here. Then it's just gray, and I don't like that. It's still a good figure though. Now this one is one of my favorites. Suko. How do I remember his name? I haven't seen him in forever. How do I remember this guy's name? I don't know. But I just remember his name's Suko. He's a little monkey. People are gonna call me racist for that, but who cares? Because I said the word monkey, which is not racist. Just gonna say that. 12 minutes, good night. This is Suko, a little boy. He's just a little boy. He comes with his friend that's a menace on my shorts. He really is a menace when it comes to my shorts, but BRB, let's go get him. Here he is. Here's the man, the myth, the legend, Dougie boy. These two came in the same pack, Doug and Shuko. He also came with a little rock, like a little rock that he threw, and he was just there for comical effect, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I paused right there for a second. This is an interesting one. Randomly moving on without telling y'all. This is... Yeah. Shut up. Anyway. He would not shut up. He was pretty loud. Yeah, he makes noise. So I guess that's cool. Here's another Kong, and here's the bootleg, actually. Yeah, he's a bootleg. I thought it was like the actual high quality figure. Yeah, but he was a bootleg. He was a big old bootleg. He cannot move. Like, he is paralyzed. I thought this would be a great toy. I thought this would be a collector's item. But no, this is literally just a bootleg. This is a pretty nice view of him. 14 minutes, gosh. I need to get out of here before you guys lose interest, if you haven't already. Thanks for the guys who stood here and watched me yap about toys. That sounds weird. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you want me to do a very, very long video and review every single one of these, I will do that for y'all. But I personally do not want to, so... Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, or Doug will come to your house tonight. He knows where everybody lives, Bye bye.